Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Byronic, and this week on Star Guide Sunday, we've got a ton of stuff to talk about. With new ships, new alpha builds, and more, this has been an exciting few days. That, coupled with my adventures in another universe called Destiny, you could say I've kept busy. Anyways, enough chat, let's kick this into gear. Up first this week, our community continues to hemorrhage their hard-earned cash in the form of pixel rockets and earned 2 letters from the chairman. In our $54 million letter, we found out that between the last major stretch goal and today, Star Citizen has added 10,000 new members. To those of you who are new, welcome you glorious bastards. As for the actual reward, however, we gained detailed AI activities, which I'm still confused about. As I mentioned in a previous Star Guide Sunday, I'm still skeptical on why this is a reward in the first place. The idea here is CIG is defining specific roles to NPCs so they act differently in the environment. I find it odd though that CIG ever planned to not have AI organized into specific roles to begin with. I mean, think about it. Since each NPC would have to fulfill a specific purpose, whether it is to make a place seem more populated or selling you a fine tumble of whiskey, they are already in the system to perform that role. Now it would make more sense if they emphasized that these roles were being made more detailed, but they specifically say that they are adding 10 distinct types of AI characters, not putting more details on existing ones. In any case, it's more than likely it's odd wording on their part, but that's it anyways. Rant aside, if you happen to pledge prior to 55 million, you would be grabbing a pair of Inquisition 22 ballistic Gatling cannons. However, if you haven't pledged before watching this video, you've lost that sweet opportunity. Why? Well, last week we also hit 55 million, which puts us up at $2 million in such a short amount of time. You know, even though I've seen Star Citizen earn the same amount or more in the same amount of time, it still baffles me how much people care about investing in this idea. A big round of applause to you guys. Anyways, at 55 million bucks, we of course got ourselves those Inquisition Gatling cannons, as I mentioned before. With that, we also get to choose what the 4th wave of ships in development are going to be. The vast majority of these ships are suited for unique roles such as search and rescue, mine layers, and repair ships. I absolutely love the diverse role CIG is going here, and I'm glad my choice is currently in first place. The Science Hospital ship. I mean, come on guys, do it for science. Okay, so we've talked about all the money we've spent, but why exactly do we spend so much so quickly? Well, you see, there's this new ship called the Reclaimer. The Reclaimer is a dedicated salvage ship built perfectly for the aftermath of Operation Pitchfork. With the ability to haul the equivalent of a constellation worth of salvage, this enormous ship is also able to protect itself from pirates with 4-point defense weapons and a myriad of turrets. The great part of this ship is for its size, it has a relatively low max crew count at 5, which makes me think that this ship is built smart and compact for a small crew to perform large operations. In any case, if you guys are looking to pick this badass up, it's a sweet $350 US. Chris Roberts came out and answered how many of these ships sold in the first week and gave a pretty cool answer. So, a Reclaimer can haul the salvage of 1 constellation. A Bengal carrier is made up of 1,400 constellations worth of salvage, and thus far, the Reclaimer has sold 3 times that amount. After intricate algorithms and calculations, that means about 4,200 Reclaimers were sold in the first week alone. I've seriously considered picking one up myself, but I mean shit, that's the price of a brand new GTX 970. Damn it, Chris Roberts, my wallet can't handle any more of your shenanigans. Moving on, Arena Commander version 9.1 and 9.11 is live. With 9.1, we got some SLI and crossfire fixes, however many users are still reporting issues with dual GPU optimization. This just in, we finally got customizable keybinds. Hey, you know, it's only been like, what, half a year? But better late than never, am I right? Finally, we also now have the ability to display which ships show up in our hangar. By simply heading over to your account page on the website, you can select to customize your selected hangar and choose which ships are available. Personally, I would rather have all my ships show up in a single mega hangar, kind of like Walmart, but I'm weird, so don't judge me. In the same week, Arena Commander version 9.11 went live. In this patch, private matches will no longer count towards leaderboard rankings, meaning you can screw around with your friends without feeling like you're losing something. And it also stops win trading. Finally, we had some ComStab bug fixes due to some issues impacting the 300i. Alright, so enough about patch notes. Guess what came out this week? New images of the Idris. The UEE Banshee, as displayed here, has seen some major changes compared to the old model we've all become to know. Now, keep in mind that this is the Squadron 42 version, and the actual Persistent Universe one will probably end up a bit different. However, let's take a look at the differences between the old Idris and the new one. Seen here, it's pretty clear that the center structure has been fleshed out to add some room for the hangar or other accommodations. It also seems that in general, the new Idris has a more bulldog look, with all the features are so compact and little to no room for empty space. Overall, I think the new designs look good. I won't say great or amazing because I think the new version traded aesthetics for functionality, but that still makes it special in its own right. So on Friday of this week, Ben Lesnick did a massive Q&A on the Constellation addressing very specific questions. Now, many of the questions were flat out dumb, such as, "Hey Ben, can we remove the hot tub from my Phoenix?" No, you idiot, a space hot tub is literally the most amazing thing ever. If you ever remove your hot tub from your Phoenix, your ship should be impounded for negligence. Don't argue with me on this, you're objectively wrong. The rest of the questions were nitpicking, so I'm not going to go over them. However, if you want, you can find a link in the description below for the rest. Finally this week, we continue to move closer to PAX Australia and the big FPS reveal. The event takes place on October 31st and will be live streamed just like previous events. I'm incredibly excited to see the first iteration of the FPS module, and we'll be covering it heavily from back here in the States. Alright guys, that's it for this week. Coming in the next few weeks, I will be producing a few non-Star Guide Sunday Star Citizen videos, so keep an eye out for them. That being said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the verse.